Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Friday, August 20th, 2021. And this video is called The Assignment. Record a song using only your voice. Transform beyond recognition. Yes, it is the 503rd Disquiet Hunto. It's called Sing Song. And I'm going to talk about my contribution to it, O Zeitung. And I'm not going to play it on here. There will be a link in the description to the track out on Soundcloud if you want to hear it. But this is really more of me talking about the Hunto in general, the project specifically, my approach to it, and I'm going to show off some of the instruments and gadgets used to create it, and a little bit different. I think I might have done this before, but I wanted to do it again. Just kind of behind the scenes sort of thing. So I've been contributing to off and on to the Disquiet Hunto. Let me get myself out of the way here for since the beginning. And of course, Mark Wiedenbaum founded the website disquiet.com in 1996, and since 2012 has moderated the Disquiet Hunto, an online community of weekly music sonic projects. And so this week's project was called Sing Song. Record a song using only your voice, transformed beyond recognition. So this step one, prepare a piece of music using primarily your voice, albeit transformed beyond recognition. All Hunto projects are experiments, this one in particular. Step two, your recording should consist of several layered tracks. Record one, perhaps a rhythmic one, to set the beat first, then layer two or three more. Keep each layer isolated so you can process it later in the process. In the case of each layer, you might improvise your singing, or you might plan in advance with notation. Certainly, you don't need to do several takes. Think of your singing as the final audio. Think of your voice as a sketchbook for a work in progress. Okay. Step three, for each of the 3 or 4 layers you've created in step two, process them drastically so the vocal elements no longer sound like the human voice. Step four, mix the process layers from step three into a final track. And then there's all the details here on the project and discussion and listening to other people, the other contributors' projects out on a website that I cannot pronounce. But there it is, the whatever this is. I'd like that URL. I'd like that one. That's somebody else's. We've just been invited. The Disquiet people have just been invited in there, but I can't ever pronounce that one. I don't know what it is. So let's hold on here. So what I chose to do was create a track using my bass clarinet that I bought a few months ago, and this little thing, which is a piezo barrel pickup for a wind instrument. In this case, the bass clarinet that I bought. And I tell you what, and I'll show it here in a little bit here, but I've been wanting to buy a bass clarinet for like 10 years. It was an instrument that I played in grade school, and I kind of checked on and off over the years, and then finally found one. It turned out to be a very good instrument with just a little bit of cleaning. So I was very, very lucky there. So the piezo barrel is a pickup, and you can buy them just as the pickup, or you can buy them into instruments. You can go out there and find them in mouthpieces, for trumpets and clarinets and things like that, saxophones. And it comes from Australia, and working with the guy was fantastic, and got here super quick, and really love it. Really love it. Came in this little thing here, and I don't keep it on here. Once I'm done with it, I remove this, clean the mouthpiece. I do all the regular maintenance that I was beaten into me back in the day by the band teacher. I'm just joking. But yeah, you want to keep your instruments in really good shape. So that's what I use there, and it's just an 1/8 inch out. And I'll show you my effects pedals here, or not pedals, my effects boxes here in a little bit. So the track that I ended up making here is called O Zeitung, and I'll read a little bit about what I wrote down here. And it was earlier this year, I bought a bass clarinet and then a piezo barrel pickup mouthpiece. I played around with it a bit using my Empress ecosystem and Empress reverb boxes and discovered that talking through the mouthpiece has an extremely haunting effect. For this hunto, I took aspects of me trying to cover the backing track of Oh Superman, and I didn't do it very well. I ran it through the dark filter of Scott Walker's Tilt album, particularly the track Patriot, a single, with the Luzerner Zeitung never sold out lyrics. That's what I recited. You can barely understand them. And I also tried a little bit of Oh Superman. You can't even hear it. It's so down deep. The entire track is me talking through the reeded mouthpieces pickup and processed through the two Empress boxes, which I'll show you in a minute. I made a bunch of little sections and edited the best and assembled them in my DAW into what you hear. And I'm not going to play it here just because YouTube can be a little bit weird about audio. And then, you might be listening through your computer speakers or your TV, and it's just not going to set. You have to wear good headphones, not like these. I recommend Grados. They're very nice, American made, and they sound wonderful. So anyway, that was the assignment there. And Zeitung, yes. So we'll go back to this page here. Now what I want to do is I want to show off some of the equipment I use to create the track. And of course, you've already seen this part of the bass clarinet. And I've shown the bass clarinet in other videos here, but this is the main part of it. And then we also have the that goes right up there. And then down on the bottom is the bell. So, and I will clean that mess up later. For the effects boxes, I use, like I said, an Empress ecosystem and an Empress reverb. I'm going to try and show these off here. Now, I used to have I guess you'd call it a gig bag just for the boxes, but the zipper just died on it. Like you couldn't, I had it. I bought it through a place online that only gives you a 45-day warranty. And I must have zipped it up like 4 times. And a few days after the 45-day warranty, the zipper and everything fell out. And, you got to be careful with that because these Empress boxes here, and I'm going to bring the camera down here if I can, if I don't spill everything here on the desk. Let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, there we go. That's not the best way to. Let's see if I can get that aimed down a little bit more here. So, yeah, I've got the ecosystem there on your left and the reverb on the right. These are not cheap boxes. I think they're $400 to $450 each, but oh my God, they are worth it. They are worth it. And I do have a little bit plugged in there. I also, I like to unplug the power supplies here and then stick one of these little hair thingies that you get at the dollar store for the wires. And of course, wonderful Grado headphones here for listening. You route these little cables here and it's got a nice clean. I only have 2 boxes, so really this is perfect. It's just an old Dell laptop bag. You got extra storage for stuff. So that's my little effects pouch there. So I just quick made that. And, what else did I want to say about this? Well, 2 things about the 2 tracks that I tried to somewhat emulate. Oh, Superman was probably, I listened to some avant-garde stuff before Laurie Anderson, but that was kind of the, what would I call it? The gateway drug to the avant-garde. It's a good way to put it. Back in the early 80s, my older sister had the Big Science album. And I love that one of the instruments on the album was a bass clarinet. That was fantastic. I'm like, well, this sounds good for me, right? Let's check this out. So that was kind of cool. And as far as Scott Walker is concerned, I only came across him at Tilt. I didn't know of his music before Tilt, which is what an introduction, right? And so it's pretty far out there, and we got weirder and weirder as the years rolled on. But you know, I and so I guess what I was trying to do is kind of like, what if Scott Walker had covered "Oh Superman"? That would have been kind of an interesting experiment, but I didn't I didn't go that route. I made "Oh Zeitung" instead. It's weird, but the whole thing about "Oh Zeitung" is that everything is uh, me vocalizing through the reed, through the mouthpiece, and into the piezo barrel pickup, and then run through my chain together boxes there, and then what I got on the outside. So that's not like it's not like I played the instrument. It's not like I added any synths or anything like that. It's just all texture and weirdness and experimentation. But I think the track's it's fine. It's good. It's what ultimately it's what I wanted it to be. Um, you start off thinking, oh, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that, but it meets the criteria for the assignment. So if you're a musician out there and you're looking for to maybe kind of kickstart things, maybe you haven't done anything in a while, maybe you need some restrictions on uh, on what you're doing, and that may lead you into a new place. I always recommend trying out one of the Disquiet Hunto projects. There's a new one every Thursday, and you can go back and listen to some of the music that's been produced on the old ones over the last 9 years. It's a really fantastic thing for me because I've not made much recently. I've been very busy with the day job and the estate and other matters related to other things, and so it was nice to carve out a little time, make that track, and kind of feel like a little back on the creative wagon. So that's good. Anyway, that's it for today. It's Friday, August 20th, 2021. And I just got to throw a little behind the scenes here. I know not that many people are interested in this sort of thing. Avant-garde, weird bass clarinet effects. It's not exactly top tier entertainment here, especially rambling about it like I am. But it is what it is. Like, you got to talk to somebody about this sort of stuff, I guess. Might as well be the camera, right? Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Links are in the description.